That's it, up you go. Good morning everybody. This morning it is a good day because it is our last milking for the season. These cows are getting dried off. We dried the other mob off yesterday. It was a little less work because we didn't have to dry cow so many. Whereas today we've got to do probably 45 or 50 dry cows. So the ones with the red on them, like this, they need doing. So we'll go get some of that ready. Two buckets, one for the empty tubes and the other one is just hot water there. Well, sort of warm water. We just tipped all the tubes in there so they sort of warm up a little bit, so when you squeeze them in they're not so hard. And what's going to happen this morning is Dad is going to probably drench most of the cows and change the cups, and I will just be doing the dry cow. This is the first year we've sort of done it before. I bought 62 tubes of it. And I'm just doing all the cows that had a high somatic cell count on our last herd test. I'm really trying to lower that somatic cell count for next season. I think that's the way to go. So hopefully we see results, well, after calving we should see results on their first herd test, I guess. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just put them there. Pull the tube back a bit. I always start on front left. And pull the tube back, a little bit came out. And then go to front right. Almost stood on the camera. Pull the tube back. Now I go to the back left, back right. And then give her a quick teat spray. She's done. That's it girls, push in. Push in the shed. In the shed. Last time you'll have to do it in 7 weeks. Come on. I can't really see the teats that well on the right hand side. This should help. For the last couple of days they've only been getting grass, 1 shift a day, no supplement to try and sort of slow their milk down. And they're looking good, the udders aren't coming in full this morning. Nice and empty, but saggy, which is good. You get the odd one, like this one here, which is a little bit full, but it's still saggy a bit, so they should dry off good. It's way better. You can see the teat end now. It's going pretty well. I've only got 1 more row in the yard. It is 7:15, I think it is. Must be sort of getting a bit light, but pretty dark out still. And I need my last bag of tubes. I didn't use the wipes. I've spoken to a couple of people and they reckon if you do them straight as you pull the cups off, the teat ends are still open. They're pretty clean, so just whack them in and they haven't had any problems. So if I did have problems, I'd consider using it next time, but that's why I haven't used them. Last row's in the shed now, nothing in the yard, so we've just got 2 more rows to dry cow and then we're done. That is milking done for the season. 7 weeks holiday, here we come. And that is the season done, 2021 done. We're actually trying to hit 100,000 milk solids this year, and as of now, I think we're like 99,823 or something. So we need 180 to get over that mark. Hopefully there's enough in the vat. We should do it easy. We've had 2 milkings. I think the level's about here. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Just ticked over 7:30. I need to go and shut the cows in. They don't look real happy going back into the same paddock. But that's just for now until we put a bale on the track. They're going to feed out a hay bale today. Just half a bale in their new break. I've set up a few breaks yesterday for them. And if they eat it, I might give them the other half this afternoon. If they don't, they'll fine. I'm not sure if they will because they haven't had hay before. If they're hungry, they will. Come on, watch out, watch out. They don't really want to go in the paddock and I don't blame them. But it will only be for an hour just till we can get the tractor. Dad's going to bring the tractor down when he finishes washing up. This is the break I've given them. They usually have this paddock as one at a night move, I guess. But I've split it into 3, so the top break up there, which they'll get in 3 days, that's actually quite big. These 2 are sort of smaller breaks, which I sort of want them down now that they're not going to be milked tomorrow, hence why I sort of want to give them a little bit of hay too. But also, it was supposed to be quite wet today and tonight, and if they were pugging this quite bad, then I could move them in and I'm not giving them 2 big breaks. Sort of slow them down a bit. But I'm going away tomorrow, so I've set up 3 days. 1, 2, 3, and then I just need to wind this fence up, hook it over there, and Dad needs to wind this fence up when he puts them in the top and just split that in half, and I'll get 4 more days, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of there too. We're never going to use this loader, so whether I sell it or take it over to the scrap people, it's perfectly fine. It's just a little bit outdated. I might move those heifers now so I don't have to worry about it later on. I've got rugby today too, so I need to get going, but this break's a little bit bigger, so even if it is a bit wet, they should be right. They'll be full anyway. She's bagging up, she's in calf. She's bagging up. I really don't like these markings. I love cows like that, like those Jersey colours. This will have a little bit of Ayrshire in her. Same with the white ones here. I don't like the white on the Jersey like this. I'm trying to get away from that. There's another one that have a bit of Ayrshire. My ideal cow will look like that. Just straight brown. I don't mind a little bit of white, like that one that's got a tiny little bit down the bottom, or that one over there. They're happy.
have to lift it up so I can get the sleeve out from under.
Change our mind, it's going to feed the whole lot out. I don't think they'll eat it, but they might sleep on it. Because it wasn't real good quality hay either, I got them to put the knives in on the baler, so it was chopped a little bit finer, hopefully to encourage them eating it a little bit. This is the old little holding paddock here, and then up there's a race from the cow shed. It was the exit race. So there's actually rod and rock under there. It is quite hard. If they make a mess here, I'm not too worried. There was a hedge through here too, and a heap of bamboo just here, but I ripped that out 2 years ago. And I want to cultivate this paddock because you can see how rough it is. 1 year maybe, but then if I put it in maize, I think all the ducks are going to eat it, and they live just in that pond there. So I don't know what I do, whether I just work it up and put it into grass anyway, or I need to get the digger in and rip all the rod and rock out, that race out, and yeah, just get him to go around and level it first, then plough it and power harrow it, so then I never have to touch it again. Come on, Ed. There we go, have a look. Go and have a look and see if any of them go for the hay. They probably wonder what it is. No, just run straight through it. Once they eat the grass, they might get into it. The wind's picking up. Looks like it's sort of raining over there. It's spitting here. It's fairly warm though. It's warmer than it has been. And we need it. It's been pretty dry and we've had real heavy winds over the last week, so it's just sort of sucked all the moisture out. Plus that rain from last night, it's pretty much gone. There's no puddles sitting anywhere, so it's definitely soaked in. The cows are happy. Not many of them are getting into that hay, but I think once they eat all the grass they might. Just started raining, but it looks like it might stop. We're supposed to get a little bit over the next couple of days. But just a little bit of a recap. So I'd never dry cowed before. I wanted to do it this season because I want to lower our somatic sow count next season, and I had a consultation with our local vet probably 4 to 6 weeks ago with Martha, and she says that dry cowing is probably a good place to start. So I put it to Dad, and we decided that we would do everything over 250,000, which is about 62 cows. And the vets recommend everything over 100,000, but he didn't want to do that. But like I said, it's a good place to start. So hopefully I can see some results next herd test, and even at the end of next season once we get all 3 herd tests done to see how many of them have improved. It's going to be pretty interesting. There's a few things I found easy doing it. Probably warming those tubes up in the lukewarm water was easier. Using a head torch definitely made it easier, and even kneeling in the pit, I sort of did that at the end, and it made it better because you could squeeze them right up. Well, definitely with jerseys anyway, you could squeeze them sort of in easy. You didn't have to bend the teats over, and you could see what you're doing because that breast rail wasn't in the, or the end rail wasn't in the way of the head torch. So that's just what I found. I'm going to shoot off, have some breakfast, and I'll see you all again next time.